Hi, my name is Marcy Netherton, and I chose the book Interrupting Chicken by David Ezra Stein. I chose the assumption that children have a limited understanding and a short attention span, and I also looked at the assumption that children are highly imaginative. The thesis of my paper is that through this story, children can show that they understand what is happening around them and they can solve problems in their own unique way. The story also shows that children can solve their own problems through testing situations and that they can become less dependent on their parents. In the story, Stein uses color to show emotion and to show age through stories. My favorite use of color is in the stories when the child, which is the little chicken, jumps onto the pages of the stories to interrupt. The classic fairy tales are shown as dull and old, and the little chicken, who is a child that is personified as a little chicken, jumps onto the page to interrupt it and stop whatever is about to happen that is bad and changes it into a good ending or a happy ending. And he is very brightly colored, as you can see, against the very dull look of the classic fairy tales. Stein also uses color and size comparison. As you can see, the little chicken and his father are brightly colored, but he uses the shadowing to show their emotions, and he uses their eye shape and color to show the emotions. But also he shows the very large book is one of the fairy tales, and I feel that symbolizes that the story is too complex for the child to fully understand and grasp the concepts of, and that the child won't be able to sustain his attention on the book. He also uses lines where it's very jagged when it's a very exciting moment, like when the little chicken is excited that he interrupted the story and helped everyone, but then his father is frustrated, and you can see that the comb on his head is very curved and that he doesn't know what he should do. He also uses the words he makes them very large when the little chicken is interrupting things, and jagged, and they're actually written in a child's handwriting. He tries to convey how the characters feel through the words also. He makes them very italicized when the father is frustrated. I also looked at how the little chicken becomes less dependent on her father, which shows a lot of growth and understanding throughout the book for the child. And I feel that that will show other children as they read this, that as they come to understand things, and they really will at a young age, that they can become less dependent on their parents. And Stein shows it when the father becomes tired and actually asks the little chicken to write him a story. So she picks up a book that's actually a normal sized book, as you can see, compared to the fairy tale books, and she writes a story, and in the middle of her story she's interrupted by the sound of sleeping, and it's from her father, and he actually falls asleep to the story. So that is my presentation. Thank you for listening.